Hey guys, I have another review for you today. It is of the Kershaw Clash. See right there, Clash. I bought this at a local store in Orange County called Plaza Cutlery because I really like to support local knife shops, throw them a little extra money because, you're always paying more for a knife when you don't buy it online, but we really need to support these places because if not, they're going to go under, and I don't want to see a world where you can't go and get a knife or get some sort of tool that you need. So, having said that, Plaza Cutlery, good place. So I paid $35 for this, obviously because I was paying retail. Find it online for about $20, which is typical. But I mean, supporting my local store, and it was only $35, and for $35 even, this is a solid knife. So let me get to the unboxing. It's a cool little unboxing thing here. See, there's this little flap right here. Open it up. Boom. Alright, so then, here's the knife. Of course, comes in the plastic. Take out the plastic. Boom, there's the knife. There is, inside the box, there is a little instruction manual on how to use the speed safe, because this is an assisted opener. All it basically says is don't be an idiot. Don't open it up with your fingers right in front of you, basic shit. So don't be an idiot. So this is the Kershaw Clash. As I mentioned before, speed safe. This isn't, speed safe. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's kind of blurry. Yeah, it says speed safe right on Kershaw. I'll get into some specs right away. The blade length is 3 inches. The close length is 4 1/4 inches, so overall length would then be 7 1/4. The weight is 4 ounces, and the handle is injection molded polyamide, is what they listed it as. And the blade steel is, you can see right there, 8 CR 13 MOV. So, I mean, not necessarily the greatest steel, but I mean, it's a $35 retail knife. So, one thing that I like to get into this is it has a really nice belly. You see that right there? That's going to be able to take a beating. I like to call this knife the punching bag knife. Even for $35, I will be able to abuse this knife for a good 8 months to a year of solid use, and then it'll be like, okay, you can't do it anymore. So you can get a Benchmade that'll last a couple of years, 2-3 years of beating it up. This one probably only about 8 to 12 months is my estimate, but it's it's a good solid knife. So it's a locking liner. See right there, liner lock. Close it up. Flipper, which one thing that I want to mention about this flipper is you see there's a lot of jimping right there. When you open it up, look right there. There's that much jimping. That doesn't really catch my thumb. My thumb just keeps rolling on. I'd rather they take the jimping off of the flipper right there and put it right there, because the jimping right here is pretty much worthless. So, that I don't like. Another thing I don't like about this knife is the huge pocket clip. That thing is fatter than the belly right here. That is unnecessarily big. It doesn't really fit in your pocket well. I mean, it's a big pocket clip. It's very much, it'll show up. People will know that you have that there. But it fits in my hand very well. You see it has that little spot right there for some fingers, and then there's a little curve right there also for fingers. The blade length, actually I prefer this because it's similar to the Tonto Zing that I have, but the blade handle is bigger, so you can fit it in more. So that's good there. Good belly, comes out razor sharp. I've tried, of course, the first things I do is I try to shave with a knife. This knife shaves. So it is razor sharp. It is made in China, though. That's one thing. As soon as I heard it was made in China, I was like, oh, you might have just made me not want to buy this knife. Although it is cheaper because it is made in China and labor over there is much cheaper, it's also much worse. They are assembly line, don't care about it. Let's put this stuff out and move on with our $4, whatever we make today. So, this knife, China made, as I said, it's the punching bag knife. I will be able to destroy this knife. Has a nice belly, which I like. I'm typically partial to Tonto points, but if I were to have a blade that isn't Tonto, I want to have a little bit of bulk right there. So I like that. It's very nice finish on the blade. The handle itself, the injection molded polyamide, is not bad at all. It's solid. Definitely is another thing for them to maximize profit. I can probably find the materials, make this knife. Doesn't necessarily need to be an assisted opener because it has the flipper. I could probably do all that for $10. So, what are you gonna do? It's America, capitalism, make money. It's all good. But one thing that I don't like is that it is an assisted opener and it has the flipper. As I've shown with the Tonto Zing, flips fine anyways. It opens up fine without the flipper. So the fact that it's assisted but has the flipper, I find that really unnecessary. I'd much rather them have a thumb stud right here or shit, even over here. So I could say I use the thumb stud because, California law, Penal Code 653K, thumb stud attached solely to the blade makes it not a switchblade. There's no thumb stud. So I am pressing this right here, which I guess I'll have to pitch that as part of the blade. But I really see myself carrying my Benchmade's more than this. This is really a good knife. I'll play around with it around the house, stuff like that. It's a solid knife for the money. I think I found it on Amazon for $20. So get it for $20. Solid knife. I bought it for $35 and I'm even happy with that purchase. So the Kershaw Clash for the money is a good knife. But again, save up, get a higher quality knife like a Benchmade.